Hello and welcome to a new trip report here on BongoPlanes from the outskirts of Funchal on Madeira and to the Madeira airport, which is of course officially known as the Cristiano Ronaldo Madeira International Airport. Now, I guess some of you who are watching my videos and aviation videos in general, of course, know this airport from some spectacular landings that can be filmed and taken pictures of here. But of course, in the general public, this airport came to fame a few years ago when the airport was named after Cristiano Ronaldo, the very famous football player, when they not just named the airport after him, but also put up a statue of him, which, let's say it, was maybe not looking entirely like him. Now, if you are coming to this airport to see that statue, I will have to disappoint you because they have since then actually put up a new one which probably looks a little bit better. But of course, if you're coming for spectacular landings, well, that can still very much happen here. Now, Madeira is certainly not a huge airport despite being the fourth busiest airport in Portugal, but it is an airport that clearly knows how to handle large passenger numbers, obviously Madeira being a huge leisure destination, and that means of course a big influx of tourists coming in often at the same time. And you can clearly see that this airport knows how to handle that pressure at peak hours. Now, after having dropped my luggage and having passed security, let's take a quick moment to talk about today's flight. We will be flying on an Airbus A319-100, which is operated by TAP Air Portugal, obviously flying from here Madeira and then going to Lisbon. Now, our scheduled boarding time is 13:25 in the afternoon and our scheduled departure time is 10 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. So that gives me a little bit of time, and that is great because the airport has one really awesome feature, and that is a lovely terrace from where you can overlook the entire airfield and the runway. So I'll be heading there. Now, the airport actually has two terraces, one which can only be accessed from within the security zone. For that, you would need a boarding pass. But there's another terrace which you can also enter from the public area, but that is, however, glass fenced. Now, as mentioned before, our scheduled boarding time is supposed to be 13:25. Something strange, however, happened when on screens it was written that the gate for our boarding would only be announced at 13:25. Now, that would in my world normally indicate that there is a delay on the flight today. However, it turned out there was no delay. So if that is a standard procedure here at the airport, trying to maximize the time that passengers have around the shops, or if this was just a weird glitch in the matrix, I can't say, but it is a bit unusual. with that, welcome on board flight TP1684 going from Madeira to Lisbon on board an Airbus A319 of TAP Air Portugal. The weather here in Funchal is 20 degrees Celsius and sunshine, really lovely weather, and our flight time is estimated at 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm sitting here in seat 13A overlooking the wing. And why I'm not entirely happy with that, I will get back to in just a second, because first I need to mention how I booked this flight. Now, as my two next connection flights are operated by Lufthansa, I had booked the entire trip on lufthansa.com. So of course this flight is a code-share between Lufthansa and TAP Air Portugal. Now on this aircraft there are two types of seat. I had booked economy classic with Lufthansa but only got a seat behind the emergency exit here on this aircraft, which means that the seat pitch is considerably less comfortable. In fact, I would say for a legacy carrier the seat pitch is not acceptable. Due to the very ungenerous seating, the seats are also not able to recline. Now, I only mention this because of the fact that it is a code share. I have booked a product with one airline, the flight is operated by another airline, and the product that is delivered is subpar to what I would have expected if I had been on the airline that I booked with. This is a very common thing and it happens all the time, but I thought it was worth mentioning. After takeoff, a light meal is served, a wrap with chicken and paws, some crackers and cheese and a drink. The wrap was eatable, the cheese was quite bland and boring. The onboard service would be what I would describe as okay, nothing more but also nothing less, but the cabin crew was very friendly. And with that, welcome here to Lisbon, where we have arrived on time. The weather here in Lisbon is sunshine at 21 degrees Celsius. Now, Lisbon is of course not just the capital of Portugal and a really lovely city that is absolutely worth visiting. It is of course also the home of TAP Air Portugal, which is one of the few airlines at the moment that are already operating the Airbus A319 Neo. So it is of course a great location to travel to if you are a plane spotter. Now, I have a very short connection time here to make my flight onwards to Frankfurt, so I won't be filming at that flight, but of course there will be another trip report coming out fairly soon here on the channel. So for now, I'd like to say thank you so much for having traveled with me. If you have enjoyed this trip, then don't forget to smash the like button. That really helps us out. If you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.
We've come so far, and now let go. Let the feeling take its toll. We've worked so hard, now don't you know? This is music for the soul.